Retro Rob plays everything.
Hey, Rob here, and for your Famicloning delight, I've got the CoolBaby, or RS-18 or RS-28, depending on where you get this thing from. And it is by Lord only knows who. But I gotta say, I got this sucker for $10 out of China. And if I were to judge just the box, I would say I got $10 frickin' worth of box. I mean, look at this frickin' box. That is beautiful. Look at the artwork. Very nice. Probably stole it from somewhere, but still. Alright, we'll look at the front of the box. We will look at the side of the box. Official looking UPC right there. There's the back. Note, actual games from the actual system. I'll be darned, it's not lying. See, notice there it says RS-28. This sold to me as the RS-18. I think I should have got the blue one, by the way. The blue one looks a little bit prettier in my opinion, but oh well. They were all the same price. Here is a list of games included on the back. Notice how it only goes up to 120, and the reason for that is they, of course, rip it. I know that because I recorded the end of this video before I recorded the beginning of it. Alright, so here it is. Yeah, I know, it's kind of disappointing looking, isn't it? It's an ugly little green spud. Underneath is some instructions, both in Chinese and English. Production instruction. That is a song from the 80s that used to play on Schoolhouse Rock, by the way. Production instruction, what's your function? Alright. Here it identifies itself as the CoolBaby, because you know babies are cool. It has some basic instructions on it. Steps for first using: open the battery cover, put the lithium, it says lithium, I swear it does, lithium battery into the battery compartment. Not too bad English either. Not too bad. It does say lithium battery, and you can pretty much put anything you want in here because it takes 3 AAAs. Speaking of, battery hatch on the back for the 3 AAAs, as said. There is a hole right here for a speaker. May or may not actually be there. That's not that uncommon for them to have a speaker hole where there's no speaker. Buttons are amazingly, cheap. No, they're kind of hard and they feel a little bit cheap. Sorry, I've got this upside down. They're not. I don't like split D-pads. You know, I like the good old-fashioned crosshair, but it doesn't feel terrible. It's just very stiff. These buttons are not rubber. They are cheap plastic. Possibly cancerous if you get lucky. If you look across the top, there's only this little flimsy switch to turn it on with. And yeah, it's got a pretty small screen. If you look, it's all bezel here, so it's not like a really huge screen either. That said, I gotta say, it doesn't feel terrible. You know, the construction quality is not bad. It doesn't feel like misaligned. It doesn't feel like it's gonna fall apart. The plastics themselves, like I said, the buttons are made out of the same plastic as the system, which makes it seem kind of cheap, but the plastics themselves are competent enough. They're not terrible. So let's power this thing up and check it out. Alright, so here we are. We're gonna try a couple games out, but first I want to go through the controls. Up here we have the reset button, which will reset the system, and you'll have to hear this music. The next one is volume, and it can get really loud. I don't know if you can tell, but it's really loud. It'll fill a room. Here we have the start and select buttons. This one's start, this one's select. Notice at the top that there is absolutely no video out. So there's no video output on this, which is kind of a negative for it. I mean, I realize at like $8 I shouldn't really care, but I don't know, for some reason I do, because I like that feature on my other ones. Alright, we got FIFA 2, yeah, that's totally not FIFA 2006. Anyway, Twin B, a lot of the usual suspects are here. I'm gonna try and do. That's actually a pretty good game there. Notice one thing. I don't know if you can see it, but the the writing goes off the screen, like on the menu. So I think that's kind of funny. Let's start. There we go. And you're getting a little bit of a reflection, and I apologize for that. Here, I'll tilt it out so you don't get so much. The negative being I can't see it as well, but. Well, on Bomberman, the controls work pretty well. I gotta say, I question the stiffness of this, however, not really too bad. Oh, shoot. The not being able to see is kind of a big thing, but... No, really, it's not really too bad. Be darned. Check and pop, which is pretty good. Yeah, you know, I gotta say, I can't. It is a tiny screen. And I can't see it right now. Let's see. Can I see it past here? Check and pop is a hard game to play on a tiny screen. That is what I've learned today. Dun 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 dun. So let's look at some of these. There's Dig Dug. It truly is Dig Dug. Well, give it some dang points for that. This records in stereo, so you're going to notice that I'm off to the right a little bit, so I can actually see the screen a little bit. There we go. Yeah, let it drop on my head. No, run! There we go. Hey, you know what I'm not seeing here? I'm not seeing a lot of screen tear. I gotta say, there's a little bit of diagonal screen tear that reminds me of the old, what were they? Not JXD, and it wasn't GPD. It was before them. Darn it, I'm trying to remember the name of the system, but there's a game system that had like a horizontal, not horizontal, but a kitty corner type of rip to it. I'm trying to remember the name of that thing. Ooh, that was loud. Somebody's gonna remember it, because I used to cover it on this station a lot. Anyway. Let's keep looking. F1 race. Excite bike. I mean, really. And so far, everything has been what it says it is. Let's try another game and then we'll go through the entire list and, come on. See how often it repeats. That's great. I might take back what I said about the controller. This D-pad's actually really pretty good. I mean, my gameplay's terrible, but I mean, it's a little stiff, but no, it's not really bad. I gotta say, not bad. Alright, let's go through the list and look for repeats here. Okay, so we start on Contra, and it's interesting, I think, that I don't see like 5 Contras right in a row. Baseball, Battle City, Arabian. Bird Week. Bird Time, Cuckoo Land. Devil World, I think. Keep going. Donkey Kong, Frontline. Oh yeah. It's gonna randomly name off games that are in the list. Again, it's kind of annoying that it pops off the edge of the screen. Pac-Land. Raid on Bungling Bay, which is a great game. Zippy Rays. Yeah, see. Now we start at 121. We start the repeats. So really, realistically, there's probably about what realistically, there's about 149 games in it, which, I mean, I guess it's nothing to sneeze at for a few bucks, but yeah, it looks like we've hit the end of the new games, and it's just repeating now. It's really Space Invaders. That's funny. Well, all right. You know, I gotta say, it's better than I thought it was gonna be. It's really not bad. It has a nice selection of games. The controller, which I honestly thought was going to be freaking cancer, was not. The plastics they're not great, but they're acceptable plastics. It doesn't feel like it's gonna break. The screen's actually really nice for a little postage stamp. I mean, it's really small. But it's actually pretty good here for scale. Here's an Atari, a really beat up Atari cartridge, but you know, here, wait, let's zoom out a little bit. There we go. So yeah, it's got a tiny screen, but it doesn't feel like it's gonna break. The sound is definitely adequately loud, so you could play it. Unfortunately, on the negative side, there's no output for headphones, so you're not going to be playing this in the dark next to the wife. So I guess you're going to have to just resort to porn. But all in all, I'm going to give it a thumbs up. I mean, for the price, it's really nice. If you're not real worried about having any features like video out or any of the plugins like headphones, it seems pretty durable. I think you could definitely do worse, and for under 10 bucks, yeah, I'm not whining about it. Pretty good. All right, winner. If you enjoyed this video, do me a favor, give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more, and I will see you in a couple days.
Retro Rob's gaming videos.